vault map?
Hmm? Do we need what?
Do we need the vault map? I guess
No, you don't need that right now. Welcome back, session 53 of Texas Rising. Last time we had the players have started a new adventure once upon a time in the wasteland, and they went off to investigate some firefight near a vault entrance. They discovered some wastelanders who you paid off to make them leave, and then met Dr. Rast and Mika down in the vault. She's not been doing too well, and you're now exiting the vault, getting back to the surface. Dr. Rast has been carrying Mika to this point. And as you get to the surface, you hear robots down below, and you hear the vault door close in the distance. Dr. Rast lays Mika down onto the cold ground, removes his gas mask, revealing his face, technically for the first time, although a couple of you have been doing like some checks to see different emotional states. He has silver hair. His eyes have compassionate tears as he stares down at the dying woman. And Mika lets her head rest back against a rock. A peaceful expression touches her face, causing her to smile as she stares up at the green, glowing sky above as the radiation storm is now passing. She talks about when she was a little girl and how she had always dreamed about the world above, blue skies, birds, and sunshine, but she had never imagined that she would die beneath a radioactive green sky. She begins to laugh about this to herself until it turns into an anguished cough filled with blood. And Rast quietly hushes her as he looks over his shoulder to the three of you and says, "It's not going to be long now." What would you like to do?
We brought the truck, Humvee, right?
The Humvee is sitting over a ridge.
Right.
Before you decide to do that, though, since you're the one with the tag, give me a medicine check, Jack.
All right. Okay, so medicine straight?
Yep.
All right.
All right. You know that Dr. Rast's opinion on the matter, as far as it's not going to be long, is spot on, if not understating it a little bit. Even attempting to get her into the Humvee would probably kill her.
Could we stabilize her so that we could train?
You see no way of stabilizing her. She seems to have encountered more than enough robots to... Her torso is kind of shredded meat at this point.
All right.
Oh, so she came from that vault? Or some other vault or something?
You could ask her.
Okay. Is she wearing a vault jersey?
No.
A jumpsuit? Okay. So did you leave in a cave or a vault? I don't understand. You look like does she look like she's surface dweller or what? I mean, I don't remember if we had. I don't know. Yeah, she was outside, wasn't she?
No, you found her in the vault.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Let me just go back and look. She is wearing a Pip-Boy device. Oh no, I'm sorry, she is not. Is your Pip-Boy invisible? Slash.
Mhm. Well, I guess I don't know. How would that operate with the power armor?
It goes on the
Really?
outside if you're wearing it.
Okay. I don't know, Eugene. Do you have a Jack? Do y'all have a? I don't know exactly. Well, I mean, I guess if we were, I don't. Would we flash something like that? Would y'all say, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't do that"? Or I guess I haven't really thought about it. I guess I thought that it would be inside, because I really thought that I'd be wearing it visibly. Either pull it out when we get to,
Well, roll a d20. Odds you got it on. Evens you keep it hidden.
Did a 10.
That's an even. You keep it hidden. Okay. Yeah. She hasn't. I mean, she's told you that she's from the area around Waco, but you have no other. Like, she's not wearing a Pip-Boy. She's not wearing a vault suit. Not that you've seen many vault suits. So as far as you can tell, she's just she looks like any other resident of Waco.
You have anybody we need to talk to just in case? You don't look too good.
Give me a speech charisma check.
I think I can re-roll those. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Not Jerktown vendor. Move talker. Here we go. You may re-roll one. Yeah. So I'm going to re-roll that complication.
Okay.
And do I know how many successes I need?
It's a difficulty 2.
So then did I get any? No, target number 12. I'll spend a luck on the other 13.
Okay. And y'all can go and refresh your luck as well.
I got one success.
Once it does.
Because Jerktown vendor, it's
Hmm?
no, it's a barter chest. Never mind.
Yeah.
Go for it.
She looks at you and you can tell that she doesn't really trust you. And she doesn't really, she's not feeling up to talking about her people,
Okay.
her family.
I don't know she's gonna die. I guess I'm meta. Oh well, no, he just said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Jack you can tell, you've been around Jack long enough, you can tell that he sees it coming. While you're trying to talk to her, Rast kneels at her side and soaks a washcloth with cool water from his canteen, taking Mika's hand in his and lays the washcloth on her forehead. When a moment is allowed, he tells me, I'll stay with you here with you. You just rest. And for a moment, you think you hear him say something about that he reminds her, or she reminds him of his daughter. Brave, and everything else, and just ask her, is there anything that we can do for you? Is there anything else you guys want to do before Rast continues?
Or just cover the hallway.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if I had any chems, but I don't. Oh well.
You're on the surface now, so you'll just be watching the cave entrance.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that.
So, just to kind of question here, because I've tried to do everything the module says to do here. Is nobody interested in why she was running?
Well, yeah, I didn't remember whether or not she'd said anything about that.
She has
Of course. Also, okay. Also, been like, it sounds like she's kind of meant to die here, and I would love to just stim her to being stabilized and healthy, but sounds like that's not an option. But yeah, would ask her what she's up to is
Okay.
finish out whatever job, whatever.
Yeah. So you will also need to do a charisma speech test.
Right. This is gonna be bad. This, not sneak speech. Okay, that's
Oh yeah, that is going to be bad.
great. Yeah, it's total of 5 for target number.
Yeah. The big scary ghoul is like, what are you doing out here?
Look at it.
You got one.
And luck to get a second, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
Reroll the 16. I have nothing to mitigate conflict. Okay.
Look at. Oh my
Look at you.
gosh.
I'm the party's doctor, so that much is.
Yeah.
8-ball corner pocket.
So we'll say that during this process, to make a little bit of sense for the charisma of 5, Jack has also kind of been attempting to administer medical assistance along with Rast, and that has endeared him to Mika a bit. So when Jack asks, what you're doing out here, or how'd you end up in the vault, who did this to you, kind of thing, she explains that she's been hunting, or is being hunted, by some Red River Company mercenaries. They learn that she knows the hidden location of an incredible old world device called a Garden of Eden creation kit, capable of terraforming even the most irradiated wasteland into a lush, fertile place. When they discovered that she knew where that was, they began hunting her. She indicates that more than half the holes she currently has in her body are from the Red River mercenaries and not the robots in the vault.
Yeah.
Any
not
other
ter-
information you'd like to get will require action points being spent, or in this particular case, you guys not earned any, so you'd have to give action points to the GM to get more information.
Can I ask you a question? Were they wrapped up? It seemed to them. We encountered the Red River at the beginning, and we also encountered them afterwards.
Yeah,
I believe. Who are they working with?
So
As mercenaries?
yeah, they're mercenaries. Their services are sold to the highest bidder. You've encountered them at least twice. The first time they were retreating into Carbon after an encounter with a Deathclaw.
Yeah.
You've also encountered them when you went during the Vault Tech quest line, where you needed to get the power station to sent
Mhm.
power to the vault. They were the ones holding the power station.
Yep. Seem to recall playing Disney Princess on their
Yeah, they were.
standard.
You also know that there's some connection, you're not entirely sure what, but there is some connection between the Enclave and the Red River Company.
But that's what I was trying to remember. If it was something like that. Okay. These guys, they just sticking their noses all over the place, ain't they?
If
We've
they-
had encounters with them guys before. I don't like them too much.
Yeah, well, they are the guys that prep power armor to blow when whoever's in it dies.
Well, I just wanted the power core.
I was just trying to render medical aid, but
We're going to take the armor, just the core. Come on. Anyhow, I would have started Flash's adventure in a different direction. um, I'd like to
Any
ask
other-
her again, who we can, talk to in Waco for her.
She'll just look at you and no one. If
I'll go up.
she even answers you. What was that, Eugene?
Yeah, I was going to go up and attempt to ask since I haven't done a check yet.
Mhm.
And with my whopping charisma of 4 and speech of 0, I'm just going to be blunt and say, "Look, you're not making it through this, so we can either tell your family or not. Your call."
Roll your check.
Can I assist? Since I was at,
no, not on this one.
I'll not sneak speech. Yeah, I'm not going to cautious nature because this is just.
She recoils from you a bit and is like, "Nah, dip, Sherlock. I'm not going to make it through this. Mind your own business." As she's,
All right, bye.
Her breathing is getting
Check the
heavier.
cave again.
Jack, do you wish to surrender any action points to gain more information? Since you have the only successful check so far.
Oh, dang it. Yes.
Okay. We'll start with 1.
All right.
She tells you that the Gek is hidden in her home outside of Waco. She doesn't think anybody will be able to find it. And aside from telling you this, hidden near her home outside Waco, she will not tell you exactly where.
Right.
Her plan had been to find the perfect location to use the Gek so that she could lead her family and friends out of their dying vault and give them a perfect new home. This is the first time that you now have information that she is a vault dweller of some sort.
Right. And quietly to her, not like trying to whisper or anything, but it's like, if we succeed in recovering this, is there someplace you want us to take it? Or do you want us just to find somebody we think is worthy and see if they can make use of it?
She looks at you kind of incredulously. You think you'll find it?
We've found a great many things that people thought were impossible to find. So, maybe.
We are heroes of the wasteland. I mean, we do good things.
You can hear the eyes roll. I've been waiting to have a NPC character that would roll their eyes at that for you. She definitely would. I love that you keep saying it, but there had to be
Yes.
somebody. There had to be somebody
It's-
that was just like, oh my goodness.
I mean, for real. We that's how we met the doctor. We saved him.
Dr. Rast kind of looks over at you and realizes, I suppose that is accurate. Perhaps not the appropriate subject for the moment.
So I don't understand. I mean, we were neighborly. You were surrounded by bandits or something, and we saved you.
Mika begins to cough violently. She grabs a hold of Dr. Rast's arm and yours, Jack, and tells you both, you need to go to Waco. There's a man named Clements. Tell him Mika said, and then she coughs a bit more, and through very raspy voice and barely audible, it's time to find the promised land. And as she exhales, her eyes drift back up to the sky above as the green is starting to fade away as the storm moves on and passes.
Right.
Who was that? Clemens? What?
Clements. So while the three of you decide on what you're going to do after she has passed, you do take note that Rast is very quiet. No. I understand it's very similar to that. That may be how it's coming across, but it is Clements.
Yeah.
Clements.
So-
Yeah, Clemson.
No. No.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you, the three of you take note that Rast is very quiet, perhaps because Mika reminded him of his daughter so much, and now this young woman has passed away. He's kind of just sitting there next to her, still holding her hand, and in a way lost in his own world for the moment.
Did he said something that she reminded him, blah? Or
He said that she reminded him of his daughter.
okay. Is your daughter still with us? Is this weird? Is this hard? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being insensitive. I'm pressing him.
Yeah. I hope that my daughter is.
I'm
still
not doing
alive.
this out of. Not doing it out of ignorance. I'm doing it. I'm pressing him.
Yes. And
He responds, I hope that she is. I'm still looking for her. I've followed clues, and she's been tangled up with other groups of people before, perhaps. She knew Mika, or ran cross paths with Mika, because the trail I followed led me here. And I thought, when I saw the blood, I feared the worst. But for now, I don't have another clue to go on, so I plan to. I'm going to do what Mika asked, at the very least, until I figure out what else to do.
And kind of look at the others. So she didn't say before. So do we bury her here, or do we bring? Well,
I think,
oh,
I guess,
way back in the day, people would actually bring the body back so the family, if there is one, can bury them and do all of the stuff. Out of character, do we have space to bring the body back? If that's just a decision.
You do, but the common method in the wasteland is that, for the most part, even your companions, if you die out in the trail in some way, even if you have the ability to bring the body back, it's just left.
Right.
Most burials happen if somebody died while in the settlement. But very rarely does anybody bring a body back from the trail.
Right. So, kind of look at them and... Or am I just getting weird looks?
well, I mean, I guess, evidence? What? Um, outside of just the phrase, time to find the promised land? Okay.
I'm trying to hide how much I don't want to do that, and just say we're burning daylight. We should probably just head out and leave it here.
Okay. All right.
All right.
When you say don't want to do that, what is that?
Take the body with us.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, if that's the custom, I guess it wouldn't be weird. So I feel weird, but if that's the custom, then I guess just go with that.
Yeah, I mean, how
That's
many
fine.
bodies have y'all taken back with you when you've been
Yeah, I
in
mean, good
combat?
guys haven't really been fallen. You know, we leave the bad guys out.
There's been a
you know?
couple. Even the Brotherhood, like
Yeah.
the ones that died during the Vault Tech issue. I mean, they took the
Well,
power armor and such, but they left the body.
Okay.
They take the power armor, equipment, and the holo tags, but the body gets left. Let
Right.
the wasteland have it.
if the roaches have to eat too.
Okay.
I want everybody to give me a perception check. It's got difficulty 0.
What skill?
Oh, right. Perception is an attribute. Survival. That's what I get for moving between game systems.
The genres, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get one.
Everybody got one. So that's 3 action points you guys have earned now. Give you a little bit of a head start for the upcoming stuff. You all notice that while that one storm has passed, there is another one brewing. It's coming in from the southwest, and it's coming in fast. It's bigger and nastier than the one before.
All right.
I start heading to the Humvee.
Eugene, give me a repair check. It's going to be a default attribute on it, so just a normal repair roll.
Can I add a D20 to it?
If you want to. It's only going to be a difficulty 1.
Okay. Try to repair. I'll just that 18.
Okay.
Ah.
3. You know that you can keep ahead of this storm a little bit, but at some point it is going to catch up to you, and your the Humvee itself and your power armor, even combined, is not going to be enough to protect you. You're going to need to find some kind of shelter.
Right.
What about a? No, I know this would only protect me, but the rad suit.
Technically it would, but you'd be in it for a very long time. And any
And the
minor,
doctor doesn't have anything.
yeah, the doctor doesn't have anything. Any minor tear in that rad suit immediately could be an issue. No, you're fairly certain you're going to need to find like an actual house or a building that can actually direct the rain away. You've seen storms like this before. While the Humvee itself can like keep the rain off of you, it's dripping down in on the sides, and any minor leak inside the roof or in between the window, it's not ideal to be in that situation.
Anytime a lightning strikes, this could be a gamma.
Yeah. So you're fairly certain that you guys are going to want to find some kind of shelter.
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't like my insides uncooked. We need to find a place to hunker down.
Yeah. And then Jack's gonna, make a joke that I'm sure is gonna fall flat. Most smooth skins really don't like these storms, and actually, I'm gonna look for the closest thing to a cinder block or concrete building that we can actually get the Humvee into.
There's nothing close by. You are going to have to drive for a little bit.
Yeah, but
you're
while we're on our way, I want to look for basically something.
No, I understand that. Rast hears you talking about this. It's like, well, there's a place I stayed last night. It's a couple hours by foot, but if you got a vehicle, we can make it there in an hour or less. And there's room. It's got an attached garage.
Well, certainly sounds good so far.
Yeah, say lead the way.
Okay. So he directs you to.
Hmm.
Let's do that. He sits in the his shotgun so he can direct the driver, and he directs you to an old burnt-out house that's only, like you said, only about an hour away by Humvee. You can see that a good portion of the front of the house has been completely destroyed, but the back section and the connected garage seem to be fairly well intact. As you get closer, he lets you know, I slept there last night. It seems safe enough and should protect us from this rat storm while it's going by. And as you all get out of the vehicle and head inside, he removes his lab coat and tosses it across a broken couch in the living room. And beneath his coat, you realize now that he is wearing nothing more than a set of dirty underjohns. And with a small gesture of his hand, he motions to a makeshift fire pit nearby, which still has a pile of unused dry wood. And he says that we should stay here tonight, or at least until the storm passes. Waco is still, I suppose it's a long hike, but if you allow, we'd like to continue to travel with you. And, we could all use our rest from the events of the day before we continue on. And then he disappears into some of the back rooms of the house. leaving you alone. What would you like to do?
He's mighty comfortable with himself.
Yes.
So what? Obviously, you guys are gonna have to stay here tonight. You've all seen the storm now. Jack, you're now feeling the storm as well with the whole radiation thing, and it's one of the biggest ones you've seen. The only thing similar that you can recall is during your adventures years before. It's very reminiscent of some of the storms that came out of the Great Glow in California, where some of the largest bombs fell.
Is it something that like might go towards Ravenwatch?
The direction it was
Did we
going,
tell?
it's traveling northeast. So it'll probably miss Ravenwatch.
Okay.
But it'll get Carbon, it'll get Shepherd's Air Force Base. But at the same time, there's like everybody sees it coming. This is not it snuck up on us. It's like it's there.
Okay. All right.
So things you'll need to consider for the night is, are you going to sleep in your power armor, or are you going to get out and try and keep yourselves warm, use the fire, or anything of that nature for the night? What's your setup going to be?
I couldn't remember. Did you say we had a rad detector in the Pit Boy?
Yes, all Pit Boys have a Geiger counter.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Geiger counter. Is the wood? I'll get it out of my power armor and I'll like check the wood and stuff. Does it seem to be irradiated or anything?
No more than any other wood that you would use for a fire.
Okay. So I guess I'll start a fire. And which one do you use? A Rad X? Is that what keeps radiation away?
Yeah, Rad X will keep it away. I think Rad Away is what takes it off of you.
Okay. So I've got like a couple Rad X's and such. I look over at Jack. You think it's bad enough I need to take me some pills?
Yes. And
Well, Jack, you know that it would only really need to take that if he's going to be out in the rain, or if something happens and the roof comes in and rain gets in there. But this building being grounded in the way it is should be safe as long as you stay inside.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep like the pills nearby just in case I need to pop them or something easily. They don't take any time to go into effect, or I could take it and run out in the water.
Okay. Yeah, it's an immediate effect for the most part.
Okay. So yeah, I'll start a fire, and we can sit there, and I guess I'll, tell Jack, quietly that I don't trust the doctor. He's kind of shifty and weird. Can't put my finger on it.
So
I'm not gonna go into it too much, and just just say that and just try to be quiet about it. Give me what?
Yep. I want you to give me a perception. Charisma. Charisma speech, I guess. Now that you've been with the doctor a little bit longer.
But
Okay.
I do have. Give me a second. Let me make sure that
Smooth
that.
talker.
Yeah, smooth talker. Okay. So
Well,
I
you're not-
can re-roll the 20.
You're not talking with anybody. This is more
Yeah.
more of a perceptional type thing instead of actually talking with somebody. Does
Right.
read smooth talker to me? Let me see if it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Smooth speech test. So
When you make a barter or speech test as part of a pose test, you may re-roll a d20.
This is
Not
not opposed.
Gotcha.
So you do not, unless you want to use luck, you do not have a way to re-roll that 20.
okay.
I'm almost tempted not to re-roll it.
That's perfectly fine. This is a more of a perceptional type thing. Nothing major like it. You're not firing a gun, rolling 20, and I'm going to break your gun. It's,
And it's not really the luck. It's mainly just
yeah.
sounds better if I don't.
Yeah.
Though I will,
Contextually speaking, it's not
I
a
am.
huge thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
All right.
you're going to leave it as is?
I am trying to convey something serious, though. So.
Yeah, no, this is you evaluating the doctor after having spent an hour in the vehicle with him. So you have your initial impression that you got last session.
Mhm.
And now you've seen him, you've been around him longer. You've seen how he reacted to Mika and all that, and you've been in the vehicle with him for about an hour. So this is kind of like, what this is just another evaluation, and the test is to see what all you're getting from it, gleaning from being around him.
And what's the difficulty? Is it just a 1?
Just the one.
All right, I'll leave it as is.
So, and just so y'all know, the green 1 next to your icon in the chat log, that is the difficulty.
Got it. I wouldn't
The
look
number
there yet.
inside the
Thank you.
circle, the green circle.
Okay.
So you succeed with the complication. I'm going to give you some information. However, I'm going to not tell you which part's the complication and which part is your success. This is just the information that you now have.
All right.
You believe that while you had early suspicions about Dr. Rast, and you still have some suspicion about him because you've not been able to verify any of his claims in any way. But your earlier suspicions about his nature and not having an emotion and everything, now knowing more about where he was, what was going through his mind, when you saw the blood trail, thinking, oh, that could be my daughter down in there who's injured, and then the way he reacted to Mika's death and like all the emotion he had there. And then the drive that you've now had to the shelter, he was very much like in emotions. He was showing emotion on his face. He was only half paying attention enough to be able to get you to the shelter that he knew about. But he definitely is acting like a man who is now depressed and who has seen someone that he could see himself caring for in the image of his daughter has passed, and you can tell that he's struggling with that in his mind now. I was like, is my daughter still out there? And so your suspicion is lowered a fair bit here, accounting for that, maybe he was just not showing emotion because he was in the moment and the adrenaline running. He had to get in there to find out what was going on.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'll still, basically say I don't know if I trust this guy, but but maybe it might have just been the gas mask. I don't know. It's just kind of weird at first, and then just to be in his long johns like that. Oh, man, that's just weird. Anyhow,
You did have the lab coat over top of it originally.
yeah.
All right, Eugene, we've not heard from you yet during this. Anything you'd like to do while Slash gets the fire going and Jack is still kind of just making sure that this building is going to keep you all safe from the rat storm.
Yeah, I'll pop out of my power armor. Use it to probably just block the entrance. Don on that rad suit because I'd rather not sleep in my power armor.
Okay.
And then I'll get ready to eat, get something to drink. So I'll pop a Nuka-Cola and eat a Salisbury steak and offer it up to my companions if they need any, including Rast.
Okay. All right. And Jack, I just want to double check. Anything else you want to do? Real quick, because I know I kind of had you do the checking without necessarily checking with you.
Yeah, aside from making sure the house is intact enough for this, actually would not mind, probably a bad idea, but
That's the only kind.
yeah, well, while the storm is going, not go far, but like 5-6 feet out from the house, set up a bucket. A relatively clean bucket,
Okay.
and
Some
then
dirty water.
pretty much yes.
Okay. Go and add a custom item to your inventory. You'll collect the bucket in the morning and just sure you'll find some way of putting a lid on it. Let's
Well,
Eugene can help you manufacture a lid for it to keep it secure once it's filled. Unless you're just going to use it in the morning.
well, I was figuring there probably have a couple bottles or something lying around. But
Eugene has a few empty Nuka-Cola bottles.
will
if
you
he's-
let me
if-
use those?
If he's willing to give them up.
I mean, I haven't seen any refill stations for Nuka-Cola, so you're welcome to all of them. I think I'd have, after I drink this last one, I'd have 5 on me, I believe.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, if everybody wants to go and expend whatever resources they're using, add to your inventories whatever resources you're gaining via rain collection here. I've added the action point from the Nuka-Cola.
Sorry, I hit consume, so
No, it's fine. It doesn't automatically add the action point. I have to do that manually anyway. But you did a
Okay,
roll
good.
for radiation. Looks like you didn't take any radiation. So you're good to go there. We can take that. Oh, no, that. Oh, that's slash doing something.
Yeah. Luckily, I have lead belly, so I only took one.
Yeah. What did you eat? What did you eat? It doesn't show that in the chat log.
I ate a Salisbury steak.
Oh, that's what the servers say. Okay. All right. So as you guys are settling in, getting all that ready, and Jack's just returning from setting his rain collecting bucket out there. Rast returns from the back of the house with an old, weather-worn guitar in hand. While he's no longer wearing his gas mask, he has also changed into a fresh set of clothes, a red wool sweater, and some dark slacks that he's either carried with him, stashed here, or has found here. The doctor sits down and stares into the campfire that Slash has made, his eyes lost for a time in the dance of its flickering flames. And after a few moments, he begins to gently pluck the strings of the guitar, just so slightly out of tune, and pleasantly croons or sings a centuries-old song that I think only Jack would recognize. and we'll just say it's an old song from the Fallout universe, from the time before the bombs fell.
Okay.
So after he finishes the song, he sets down the guitar and tells you all that I don't know if you've been to Waco or not, but if we want to survive there, we gotta bring something to trade with us, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, what you got to trade?
Well, I know of an old locked up warehouse on the way to the city. It's still locked. The chains and locks, they look old. So maybe it hasn't been raided yet.
Ooh, loot grab.
Yeah, it seems pretty well hidden amongst a bunch of other burnt out buildings that were easier to pick over and raid. So those are all empty. But I saw this one on my way out this way the other day, and it could still be full of some good stuff.
Yeah. We could. I'm sure there's going to be something interesting in there. Well,
Is there any indication of what? Maybe a sign or something around the warehouse?
No, I didn't see anything. I wasn't really looking for that at the time.
Did you notice if the building has a company logo or something on it, or just it's a warehouse?
I just know it looks like a warehouse. I was
All right.
At the time I was trying to make my way out here as quickly as possible, so it's just I took note that there is a warehouse that's still locked, which is an unusual thing.
Very.
All right. Any other questions for Rast?
I'm gonna hold up one of those Salisbury steaks, and would you like one?
He looks at it, and for the first time you see an actual smile come across his face. That's very kind of you. Thank you. And he takes it and he eats it like it's been a few days since he's had a meal this size.
Anybody else want one? I don't know what rations you have on you.
Yeah, I had eaten a Salisbury steak myself, and I kind of looked down at my empty plate, kind of like, maybe I should have done that. I kind of look over at Eugene. Hey, I wanted to do something. Oh well, and
Hold
cut
on.
a mute. I'll cut a mute fruit. Ooh, that was hard for me to say for some reason, and I'll hand it out to everybody. And I'll start with Eugene. That was a good idea. I keep forgetting to give people stuff. And then, just cut it up into 4 pieces and give it out.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and actually eat my Salisbury steak now, and munch on some of that meat fruit.
All right.
And Slash, was that your Salisbury steak on you?
Yeah, I had one on me. Nope, no. Oh, this button. Yeah, that's right. And nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay.
After eating, Dr. Rast lays down as close to the fire as you can while still leaving room for everybody else to be close to the fire as well. And before turning over and using his lab coat as kind of a blanket, he says, well, I'll see you all in the morning. And I recommend we all get some rest now. And he rolls over and closes his eyes for the night. What will the rest of you do?
Is it still storming?
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
You,
Jack, you want first watch?
Yeah.
Since it's still storming?
Yeah.
All right. You can wake me up first, and then if we need to, we'll get Eugene up.
What is the watch order then?
Sounds like Jack first / second, and do you want to be part of this, Eugene?
Yeah. I'll take the last watch.
Okay.
So, Jack and Slash's watch goes by uneventful. You still hear the storm raging outside. However, near the end of your watch, Slash, the storm seems to be subsiding a little bit. However, it's still very present. During your watch, Eugene, since it was calming down near the end of Slash's watch, about halfway through your watch, the storm seems to have subsided entirely. You no longer hear the rain coming down, and you begin to hear the noises of normal nightlife in the wasteland outside. And shortly before dawn, you hear a wild dog outside. Not a mongrel, not aggressive or anything. But you just hear the pattern, the foot pads of a wild dog outside. You look around, you see that Bane is sitting there curled up next to Jack. So it's not Bane. Although Bane's head is kind of lifted up a little bit. His ears are cocked, listening. But his hair is not standing up on end. He's not alerted to danger. Just curious about the noise that you're hearing. What would you like to do?
Now that the storm is passing, I'm gonna get back in my Brotherhood fatigues, and I'll hop in my power armor.
Okay.
And I'll go take a peek.
All right. Give me a perception survival roll. It is a difficulty 1.
All right.
Could Bane assist?
Sure. I think we can allow that. Yeah.
All right. So
we'll let Eugene roll first, and then you roll Bane's. It'll be mind and other.
Oh goodness.
Eugene.
I will. Cautious nature, and I'll luck one of them.
Okay.
It's all a 20 roll.
Goodness, and my perception's not that bad. May we roll the other one still?
Say it again. Yeah, you can still re-roll the 11 with the luck.
Another luck. All right. Here we go.
Oh my
Greg.
Goodness.
Okay, this is something I don't want you guys to pass up. And I hate that it's come down to a perception roll here. Hold on, let me see. Did I read this wrong?
Oh man,
You could just have Bane.
tired. Yeah, Bane can still help.
Yeah. So also, because of keen senses, he'd reduce the difficulty by 1 to minimum 0. So
Oh, really? But
yeah.
okay. However,
Well,
here's the problem. Though.
Technically the rule.
The rule is
Yeah.
the primary must have 1 success before the assistant can give any successes.
Yeah. So
Because Eugene doesn't have any successes, Bane's successes don't matter. They're
yeah.
null and void.
So
Um,
he went out and lost track of. Well.
Yeah.
Bane may have found it, but Eugene ain't seeing nothing. Great.
because I did read this a little bit wrong, not entirely. So you're still fine.
Yeah.
So Eugene, you go out and you look. you get distracted by Bane coming up. Bane hears you open the door and it's like, oh, outside. And you're like, your intent is to look and see what the noise is, but you get distracted by Bane coming out. You're like, oh no, Bane, don't go out. Jack's not up yet, or something along those lines. And when you look back up, you find yourself standing about 3 feet away from another dog, who's just kind of, he's got his head lowered, tail is down, not entirely in an aggressive stance, but a very cautious and ready to attack stance, as he now locks eyes with your helmeted eyes and stares at you. What would you like to do?
Easy boy, girl, easy dog. And I'm just gonna kind of seem non-threatening.
Okay. So this is going to be a difficulty 3, a charisma survival test.
I'm sorry, everyone.
But your survival is.
And can Bane lead?
Bane cannot lead.
No. Unfortunately.
Well, he's an alpha dog, ain't he? He's gonna go up there and talk to that dog and tell him what's what.
He cannot lead. Here's what I'll do. I will allow the difficulty to come down to 2 because there is another dog in your party. So that will, like, this dog's like, oh, they have a dog. So I'll bring the difficulty down to 2 instead of 3.
You said charisma survival?
Yes,
Yeah.
charisma survival. You do have, you
5.
have some food on you as well, right?
Yeah.
You can actually buy more dice than just the one.
Yeah.
You can always buy more dice.
I was trying to say that before you rolled. My apologies.
No, I was hoping with the yak is still cautious.
Well, hold it before you. Well, cautious nature doesn't cost you anything, does it?
Yeah, it's just because I bought any
So
any die, I can reroll.
You can cautious nature, but I would.
Rolls, man.
I would highly recommend food.
Yeah, I can. If I'm picking up, it's hungry. I'll. Let me see what I got. I think I just have my Salisbury steak.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
all
pretty.
on me.
I guess I glossed over that. He's pretty gaunt. He's not wild like some of the ones you've had to fight in the past. His fur still seems like very similar to Bane. Like this dog keeps up with its fur, but it is pretty gaunt. It's on the verge of becoming just another wild mongrel.
All right. So what I'll do actually, I'll get out the food, and I'll kind of toss it its way. And while it's kind of distracted, hopefully it takes the bait and starts eating. I'm gonna go and try and wake Jack up.
Okay. You toss the food out to it. It begins to eat. You turn around, and you listen. You hear the dog eat. It's like, oh, and in 2 gulps, it's gone. And the next thing you know, you have a head right underneath your left hand, kind of like nuzzling in, and then the nose comes up and it's like tapping your hand, the palm of your hand. And you look down, and you see that this dog is now sitting right there next to you, tail wagging, licking its chops, and kind of looking at you expectantly. The food reduced the difficulty down to 1.
Okay.
And so your roll succeeded.
Good dog. I'm gonna pet its head. What you doing out here, bud? I'm just gonna pet a little bit and just pet it a little bit and try to play with it a little bit.
All right. So let me go to your. It's on notes. No, it's on
Dog armor.
abilities. There we go.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any of the dog armor on me. It's on one of my other ramen. I do have a harness and a heavy coat. Heavy coat's at least 1 damage resistant.
Yeah.
You now have dog meat as a companion, Eugene. You can name him whatever you want to, but he is the basic dog meat now. You will need to make a charisma survival test with a difficulty of 3, decreasing it by 1 if you've treated the dog well and fed it that day, and will continue to allow it to be decreased by another 1 since you already have a dog in the group, giving this dog more reason to trust you. As long as you pass that test every day, the dog will continue to stay by your side for another day. After 1 week of successful tests, the dog will become permanently loyal to you unless you intentionally cause it harm. If you fail the test, then we will deal with that at that point in time, if you fail it. Hopefully you won't. Let's add him to the list here and give him an initiative like yours. That did not work. Where do I need to do it? Guess I need to put it in here. Yep. That way he stays right next to you. He moves on your turn and all that fancy stuff, like just like Bane does for Jack. Slash, do you want a combat pet instead of your cows?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I can work it in. I can work it in eventually. I know Eugene, you had said something about a robot companion. You can still do that later on, but this is just part of the module. So I was like, I wanted to play it out and see how it goes.
Okay. If I may, seeing as how it's gone, I want to get out of my power armor and do just look it up and down, see if it's hurt, ticks, fleas, whatever. Just kind of run a medicine check on it.
Yeah. You check it out. Ticks is not really. Ticks have gotten so big because of the mutations and everything in this world, so they're not really a big deal for dogs anymore. Or, well, I guess they are if you encounter one and you have to fight it. But it's not like you're no longer going to have a hidden tick somewhere in your hair anymore. So that's a good thing. No fleas on it that you can see. It's got a little bit of some old wounds where it's been in some fights. But they're all kind of scarred up, a couple of patches of hair missing in those areas where the scars are, but nothing current or fresh that needs direct attention. Just a little bit of nutrition and TLC should get him back on track.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just stay out of my power armor and play with the dog for a little bit while I'm waiting for everybody to get up.
Okay. While you're checking the dog out, you notice he has a dog tag on that reads, "Charlie loves you." There's nothing else on it, just that. Oh, it is in the shape of a cartoon boat.
Okay.
His name was Charlie?
Well, the dog tag says Charlie loves you.
Okay.
So it's like, is the dog Charlie and Charlie loves you, or is the owner Charlie and Charlie loves the dog? It's open-ended.
Yes.
But you should find on your abilities tab, you'll find underneath allies dog meat down there, and you can click on the lightning bolt and rename him as you wish, or leave it either way.
Okay.
So when I wake up, I'm like, oh, a doggy? And I'll go look at the dog if it allows me to pet him.
Okay. We'll handle that in just a moment.
Okay.
So as you all wake up, you do notice the dog. You're tentatively like just getting a little bit closer. It's kind of like a kid with somebody that they like. You're just like every few minutes you scoot a couple inches closer, until you're close enough, and the dog doesn't react to you or anything. Then you slowly put your hand out in the rat. The dog still is not reacting, and then when you touch it, it suddenly goes stiff and just looks over at you, just real cautiously. And then it looks over at Bane, and Bane kind of gives a nod, and then it relaxes. And you're able to pet it.
Sorry, Al. I only got fruits and such, and I don't think dogs look that too much. But you got a tag on you. Your name is Charlie. I like Charlie. Charlie's a good name.
Mm.
Where'd you find Charlie? Did Charlie find us?
Eugene.
Sorry, muted. Yeah, just found it outside. Not too sure where it came from. I don't know if its name is Charlie or if that's their master or owner. I don't know.
So, Slash is gonna look, to see if it's a boy or a girl.
It is a boy.
I think his name is Charlie. Is it right there? Anyhow. Is he nice? He seems nice.
Yeah, he seems nice so far.
Yeah.
You got fruit in your hand? He's nice. Rast wakes up. As he does, he goes into the back room, comes out with a small container, and starts handing out a jerky to everybody that that would like to accept it. He hands a couple pieces to the dogs as well, for as a form of breakfast. And it says, I appreciate you sharing your meal with me last night. Allow me to return the favor. He remains reserved and mostly in thought during the morning while everybody's eating their breakfast. And as things are kind of closing up, he says, he kind of asks generally, are we, is the warehouse the next stop? And, maybe we can find some good things in there to trade, and whether for caps or for information in Waco. I think that would be a good idea.
Well, I'm always looking for something good to trade.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth checking out. Yeah.
We should check it out. Also, do I roll for how much dirty water I actually collected?
Yeah, let's... how many bottles did you have, Eugene? What was your
5
estimate? 5? Okay. Let's see. Roll a d20, and then we will figure out d20 divided by 5 is 4. So every 4... Yeah, roll a d20. I don't know how to explain it, but I got it in my head. All right.
A bottle?
No, that's 2 bottles.
All right, so up to 4 bottles. Fun.
So we rolled for that. So you still got, go and keep track of how many empty Nuka-Cola bottles you got as well. And then if you two want to, anytime Eugene, you drink one, if you want to hand it off to Jack, y'all just, hand it up between yourselves and keep up with it. And then anytime there's another rain, Jack, you're more than willing, or more than allowed to try and collect again. Let's see. So after collecting all your things, getting the dogs ready, having breakfast, and getting the dirty water collected, you all set out once again in the Humvee. It doesn't take you long to arrive at the location. Rast tells you, to pull over here. There's a small clearing among some burnt-out buildings. You see the old warehouse. It's not much larger than a house. Its windows are barred on the outside and appear to be boarded up from the inside. Its entrance is a set of wide doors held shut by two heavy padlocked chains. A rusty sign near the door, and it's barely legible, reads Green Brothers and Company. No parking. Keep clear. Spray painted beneath the sign in faded red letters and a little bit more legible and fresh than the sign itself are the words, Hell is empty and all the devils are here. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Corked eyebrow, or what's left of one, at the sign, and look over the lock, actually.
Do I recognize this as anybody sane or anything like that?
Hold on. What were you doing, Jack? Looking over at what?
Looking to see trying to determine ease or some whatever about picking the lock.
Looking into picking the lock. All right. And then Slash, you were doing something about the sign?
Yeah, I wanted to see if I recognized if anybody, group or whatever, used that slogan or saying or anything like that.
Oh, the
hell is here.
Devils, yeah. No, you do not recognize it. Well, I mean, you recognize it as a phrase that people will say when they think some situation is really, really bad, but it's not anything familiar like a faction or anything would use. It's just a common phrase. All right.
Well, that's encouraging.
Eugene, anything you want to do before we get to the lockpick?
I'll just ready my plasma rifle and just aim it in the general direction of the door, not at Jack, but
Okay.
just preparing to fire if I need to.
I'm ready. Jack, you're a ghoul. Yeah, might have to shoot you one day,
Yeah, last 200 years I've gotten used to that.
Just saying, I'm your friend, but
Yeah.
Remember how apple pie used to taste?
What? Oh yeah.
Don't want to go there.
Let me throw a couple things into where I need them at. It did not keep my settings. It seems it can only hold one map layout at a time. Or I'm doing something wrong. I don't know which. There. So this one is the... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Jack, you want to pick the lock. It's going to be the perception lockpick. Difficulty is 1, so they're not that difficult of locks. When you look at them and you realize that they're not that difficult, you begin to wonder, well, why hasn't somebody just picked the locks and looted this place.
Yeah. Perception lockpick?
Yep, perception lockpick.
Oh, well, so it's a straight roll. Might as well. Oh, okay. Did not expect that.
Let's see, Still
Jack
getting
goes
lots of-
over, grabs the lock, and it pops open.
Yeah. That was super easy for you. So you got 4, needed 1. That's 3 extra points, brings you up to 6. And the second lock, please.
Mm. Okay.
One moment. I
You did some good rolls,
apologize.
buddy.
I had this map set up with all the NPCs in the right spot and everything, and it was lost by the time we launched today. So I don't know why.
Right.
Another success. All right. You have picked both locks. They're out of the way. You pull the chains out of the way. Do you pull the chains haphazardly, or are you trying to be quiet about it?
I'm gonna be kind of gentle here, because we've seen some robots just kind of all over the place, so...
All right. I'm getting you guys onto the map now.
Do you have any bobby pins, Jack?
Double check. Probably not.
I've got 4 if you need them. They decrease the difficulty by 1 if you need. Anytime you're picking a lock, like I got a couple.
Let me know when you guys have the map downloaded.
I think it's loaded. Do you only have just a little bit visual?
Yep, you just have the outside street visible, and it is it's daylight, but I've had to turn the lights down because the way the inside's supposed to be.
So it's just that door that's right in front of Jack.
Yep.
All right.
So
Probably.
Slash is
Question
loaded. Jack, are you loaded?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yep, I'm good.
So you get the chains out of the way. Do you open the door?
Slowly, yes.
All right. Go ahead and there you go. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Let's bring you in. There you go. So that you see things better. There's the one you're supposed to see. As you open a door, inside the building is dark and entirely unlit, but for very few rays of light shining through fist-sized holes in the ceiling. The rows of metal shelves are mostly bare, having long since been picked over by scavengers. Rast steps inside and clicks on a flashlight. Shining a beam down the center aisle, and crouched over sits a ghoul, a young woman with scraps of flesh falling haphazardly away from her cheeks, and she is chewing on her own arm, slurping decayed meat from the bone while she stares blankly at something in the dark.
How does he react?
Oh, Rast?
Yeah.
He freezes. Yeah, he was not prepared for that.
Okay.
Then, okay. So, step kind of around in front of him, and is passing. Bit of time and maybe some more rides than you want to think about. That's where I might be. And have rifle slung, like just if she starts towards us, but otherwise looking around.
Okay.
You see something, Jack?
Some poor unfortunate who soaked up too many rads. Otherwise, not yet.
So this Pharaoh Ghoul does, as the door is open and the light is shined on her, and you've made your maneuver to try and get in front of Rast. The ghoul does charge. It goes around you and engages with Rast.
I was gonna say I was gonna try to pull him out of the way, out of the doorway.
Too late.
All right.
Yeah. That's why I moved, my token. I was like, oh, I'm gonna move him up. Oh well.
That is a hit. For no damage to the doctor now that he's back in his regular lab coat and all that. All right. So we'll return to the top of the round. Rast is going to try and disengage from her with his actions so that there's no attack opportunity. And he will spend his turns just trying to keep the light on things that you guys can see what's going on. Her scream has alerted the other Pharaoh ghouls in the area, and you hear some others react. Jack, you can sense that there are roughly 4 or 5 ghouls in here, and they're fairly freshly gone.
Right.
That's Rash's turn. Slash, your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna step into the door and with my submachine gun. Yeah. Could have used my submachine gun here with in basically the melee, or what? Do I need to use a melee weapon?
No, as long as you don't aim with submachine gun, you can use it engaged.
Okay. So I'm going to target this one closest first. See what happens here. What am I doing? Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Something happened to both.
Yeah, I accidentally bought a action point. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to spend an action point.
Okay. All right, so I should have 4.
Or we should have 6.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. What was the difficulty? 2. So you earned 2 action points. And killed the ghoul. You have 4 burst actions available.
I think with my range, it probably can only hit the next one. Let me check the range. Looks. Actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can hit the elderly woman.
She's behind partial cover.
This one?
So, yeah, the elderly woman's behind partial cover. There's a uh, shelf
There we go.
there.
Alright.
Yeah, the thing to her right is a shelf.
Oh, I got you. This thing, so I can't see her, really?
You can see her, but it's just partial cover, so the damage will be reduced.
Okay, then I have with the 4 burst, I'll shoot until.
Yeah, if you put all 4 into her, it doesn't matter how much she's got. Elderly woman. So, okay. So yeah, even with the cover reducing damage, if you with all 4 of it going there was no way she was gonna survive that. All right.
And then I'll just step out. Yeah, I'll just step out of here.
Okay. Jack, your turn.
All right. Okay. So. To there. And. All right. So. With the long rifle. Really? Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, tried to shoot him. And I think that's it. Just
Okay.
Well, you rolled high this time.
How about Bane?
All right. 3 in and action to move there and there.
Okay. Eugene.
Yeah. Go ahead and move in.
All right.
And target. All right, this one and fire my plasma rifle.
Is
What's the fire rate on this thing?
plasma
fire
is
my
long
light.
range?
Yeah, it should be long range. Let's see. Yeah, plasma rifle. Yeah, range is long.
All right.
Fire rate is 5. All right.
Good lord. Excuse me. Pew pew pew. Excuse me.
That is a
I'll
hit.
fish. I'll fish for some more AP. Hey.
There's an AP. Oh no, this one only had 1, so you get 2 AP on that. All right.
Maximum overkill.
Yeah. That does him in. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it. And I am locked in. By the way, just really tense.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Charlie. No. And let's have Charlie hang out beside me, just ready to attack anything that comes close.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Using a full minor action to get to there and targeting Bane. That is a hit with the one action point there. And damage. Oh my goodness. There's an error message.
Uh-huh. See.
Okay.
4.
4 damage to torso. Reduce it by whatever and apply.
Okay, so 1.
Okay.
Mm.
Next one is also coming up to Bane. There's another hit. Here comes another error message. Hear that later. So his reduction is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that one. Well, actually, this one goes to the front leg. Right front leg. Does it have damage reduction?
Left leg, right leg, yes.
Okay.
And 0 radiation resistance, so...
So 2 radioactive damage there, and 2 from the last one as well. So you should have a total of 4. Unless his chest has radiation resistance.
No.
With a full minor action, he is able to get to you, Eugene. And misses. Top it around. Rast will step in, but he's still just holding a flashlight so that you guys can see the targets. And Slash, it is your turn.
All right. Gonna target the one in front of Eugene here. Did it target? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again with the. Hold on. Yeah. Move up and maybe the range. Is it? Sorry. With the submachine gun.
All right. Yep, you took that one out. You got 3 bursts. You're in range for both of them.
I'm going to shoot the elderly man, but I'm not going to shoot the middle-aged man. I don't know. I don't think
Bane's short enough. You're shooting over him. It's
okay.
For in this instance,
I mean,
it's like there's no reason for me to prolong this because
okay.
You guys are just like, yeah, ghouls, whatever.
Could be monster ghouls.
No, I did not prepare them in that way. So, you're able to finish off the ghouls. Obviously, you guys already know that ghouls don't usually attack other ghouls, so that's why they didn't go after Jack in any way. Do you want to try and scavenge the warehouse anyway, or chalk this up to there was a reason it was left alone?
I'm definitely look and see if there's anything unusual here. Any faction activity or anything like that, and of course, look for bullets.
Okay. So you begin to go through there. some music again. This is shouty music for narration stuff.
Need to take
I'm
this
not going to
round
make you roll the perception test. It's a difficulty 0, and you guys don't need any more action points at this point.
up.
So we're going to do the loot table for you. And we've got... You found beer, Brahma milk, combat armor chest piece, 17 flame refuel, future weapons today magazine, raider armor chest piece, and a submachine gun. The flame refuel, what is it you add to ammunition finds there?
Give me 1 second. Oh, but find out where it is. Rounder? There we go. 3d6.
3d6. That's an additional 3, so that makes it 20 flame of fuel. Now, you guys can spend action points if you wish to get another 2 rolls on ammunition, another 1 roll on the combat armor. Yeah, 1 more roll there. 1 more roll on the beverages. Up to 2 more rolls on weapons, and yeah, that's it. No more rolls on magazines. So do you want to get? Yeah, it's 0 to 1.
That's
so,
the one I was waiting for the magazine.
So you've already got the maximum of magazines, but you can get 2 more rolls in ammunition, 2 more for weapons, and then 1 more on armor and beverages each. Each additional roll requires an action point. Going once.
Well,
I wouldn't.
Go ahead, Eugene, first.
I wouldn't mind rolling on more armor.
Okay. So go and let's just spend 1 action point for obtain
Action.
information,
Oh.
and I'll get that roll going. Armor. Roll. All
Heavy
right.
metal.
That resulted in a heavy metal helmet.
Can I do the same thing for beverages? Is it just 1?
Hang on. Armor, you got 1 armor. Beverages is also just 1 more. And 1 action.
Okay,
point,
that's
yes.
got 1.
Beverages. Random beverages. Roll. Dirty water.
Oh, there you go, Jack. And what was the other beverage? Forgot. Oh, or we have
beer and Brahma milk is what you got already, and then
cool.
dirty water got added.
Is there a what's the window? Assets.
Say again.
Where do we find? Is there like a list? Did it get you one of those? Ah, thank you.
Yep. I'll be adding it to the party loot screen in a moment. Once everybody confirms that we're done adding extra rolls, because you can still add 2 more rolls of ammunition and 2 more weapons if you want.
I will for ammo.
For ammo, okay. You want to get both ammos or just 1 more ammo?
I think we'll go with both. So
Okay. You want to spend 2 more action points then? With that.
I guess reduce time. Just syringer. Okay.
Yay.
All right. So, and then 3d6, right? For Scrounger. Additional 3
Yeah.
of each. So that makes that 11. And these become 4. And that one becomes 7. Now I gotta combine these over to there. Got that.
I'll take all that syringer. And
Whoa.
All right, there you go. And then all you get left is weapons if you guys want to get 2 more rolls on weapons. Going once.
Yeah, we got the AP to spin. I'm
yeah, I was about to say,
Good
we
roll.
got the AP. I mean, I guess it won't hurt. We did come here to loot up, so.
We got 2 random weapon tables here. They both do the same thing. Okay. All right. It looks like it's 2 toolkits, 2 modules that essentially had the same loot table in them. So when they converted them, they created the table again. So it's like it's the same table just in here twice. So you guys want both? You want to get both of the extra rolls, or just one more roll?
Yeah, please. Both.
Both? All right. Somebody go and spend the 2 action points for that.
I got the AP.
So it's a laser gun, the first one, and Knuckles, the second one.
Jack and Eugene.
All right.
Unless you want the laser gun, Jack.
No.
Is it a handgun?
Consistent damage effect. Fun.
Oh, it's two-handed.
I'm going to add all that to the party sheet now. So don't worry about the results screen. Everything's been added to the party sheet. And we can disseminate all that stuff out to whoever wants it a little bit later.
Okay.
But it's all been collected up by you guys. You're just kind of gathering it all up, and then you'll split it out to who needs it later or who wants it, and what will be sold as well. All right. That is done. As you're scavenging, you find some family heirlooms. An aged child's drawing of the Ghoul family, holding hands in front of a tree. A cheap locket in the shape of a heart. A moldy self-help book titled "Being Your Best You." And a catcher's mitt and baseball and several stuffed animals. There's a journal as well that describes that this family had been living in Waco. They felt themselves about to go feral, and they didn't want to harm their neighbors when they turned feral, so they chose to come to this warehouse. They boarded it up from the inside, had a friend chain the door from the outside, and lived out the remainder of their sane days here. The one writing the journal, you can tell as things went on that even though her family had turned feral, they of course didn't attack her or anything because she was also a ghoul. But it was very troubling for her to witness her family turn feral while she was the last one to finally turn. And after you've gone through everything, Rast suggests that it's maybe a good time to rest for a little bit. This was an unexpected combat encounter.
Just another Tuesday.
And he begins digging a grave. Since you guys did the combat, he's like, I could put in some effort. And he's steps out, finds an area kind of in the backyard of one of the other buildings around here, and starts digging graves for the Pharaoh Ghoul family. For anybody that is paying attention to him, you don't need to make any rolls for this, but I know that Slash, at the very least, is paying attention. Rast seems very upset about who he believes was the one writing the journal, the young woman. Seems very upset about her fate, but does not speak out about it or anything else. He's kind of going around. It's just such a shame that these young people have died so early in their lives.
Yeah.
Is he just digging one grave?
No, he's digging one for all of them. He digs a grave for each of the family members that turned to Pharaoh Ghouls. And I know it's early, but that's where we're going to end the session for today.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good breaking point, and the next act is a little bit longer, and I don't want to have us ending a session in the middle of an act.
All right.
So, any questions, concerns, or anything before we go off stream and handle some house maintenance, I guess?
So the 4th of October?
Yes. That should be our next one, yes.
Or no? Let's see.
No, not the 4th, the 11th.
Oh, 11th. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
My apologies.
That's all right. I made the same mistake. As soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, that works. The 11th of October is the next session.
Okay.
Anybody got issues there? All right, did your plans get pushed back, Eugene, by chance?
Yeah, those plans that they're pretty much canceled. We'll just have to. I don't know when we're going to reschedule it.
Okay, just let us know. We'll work with it.
Yeah.
So the 11th is the next session. We got the Sunday campaign is on the 5th.
Correct.
That's our next streamed game. And then for anybody watching, the Fantasy Grounds is doing their own online convention in November. Let me go to that. So it's November 7th through 9th, I believe it is. I will be, for the moment, it's still kind of tentative, but I'm looking at running a game on the 8th for the convention. It'll all be through Fantasy Grounds, the application, and through their Discord and through their event system. So if you're interested, it will be a Fallout campaign. It'll be a one-shot, obviously, and probably one of the official modules, one of the shorter official modules. And it'll be flagged for anybody that's new to the game, things like that as well. So look for that if you're interested. And of course, there's probably going to be tons of other GMs running D&D games, Pathfinder games, Starfinder, maybe even some Star Trek ones as well. So look into that. And the GMs will be from all over the world, so it's going to be all kinds of different time zones available as well. So, and I believe player registration opens up sometime in October, for players to start registering for the games.
Okay.
So if you're interested, be sure to check that out. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
So yeah.
Hi, guys.